Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here to talk about one stock in particular that I've talked about before on this channel, but I do think that it is a stock that is at a very good place right now, and you have to invest right now or it is going to be too late. So without further ado, if you do enjoy these types of videos, be sure to smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean a lot to me. And yeah, let's get right into it. So the stock we're talking about today is AMD, ticker symbol AMD. This is Advanced Micro Devices. This stock is almost an $160 stock as of recording this. It actually did hit $160, which is insane because I was investing in this stock when it was $110. And amid the run up right here, we can see I'm up 45%, $3,000, have over $10,000 in this single stock alone. So at the very least, the least I can say is that I am a strong supporter of AMD. I do believe in what they're doing. I believe in Lisa Su. I believe in their company's fundamentals. What everything that's going on at AMD, I believe in. And this run up is because AMD, the president actually lifted a chip AI China chip ban. So this is making it so that AMD can sell a product that they weren't able to sell before. And this is actually going to, increase their revenue by a lot. This is going to help AMD out a lot. And yeah, I mean, this is, you can see the past week right here, AMD's up 15%. The past month, they're up 23%. The past 3 months, they're up 82%. Year to date, they're up 30%. But I mean, 82%, come on, that's insane. For a stock to be, in the past 3 months, it's up 82%. That's wild. But let's get into a couple of sources today of why I think you should buy AMD if this isn't enough for you. You see they did drop, but they're bouncing back right now. They're bouncing back pretty heavy. I do see AMD doing this for a long time. But yeah, let's check out this. I really like this site, Seeking Alpha. So this is a site where anyone, I mean, not anyone, but they have publishers that can, post about what they think. And yeah, so this is a little news story. It's AMD's revenue likely to see upside in 2025 as this chip is set to resume sales in China. So sees potential upside in 2025 because it is going to begin selling this chip again. And they noted that the U.S. Commerce Department has informed the company that license applications for its chip would move forward for review. So yeah, I mean, look at the upside. The near-term revenue upside of $700 million, and medium-term upside potential of $1.5 billion. So that's a lot of money. That's to increase your revenue by that much. That's pretty good. So to say the least, that's good, especially for a company of this size. I mean, 1.5 billion is a sizable amount. So, and they also expected an $800 million write-down related to the inventory and purchase commitments in the April quarter, resulting in 1,100 BPS gross margin. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good things that happen from this. This article isn't very detailed, but I mean, if you just look at the way the stock's been reacting to this news, I mean, look at the past week, it's up 15%. I can't complain. I'm at 45% on this. It's my largest holding, and it is my largest holding for a reason. I very much do think that AMD is a very well valued stock. It's very cheap. I think it's still cheap, and AMD, this is a little late to get into it, but I still think that if you want to get into it, you have to get into it now. That's what I'm going to say. I think that AMD is going to just keep taking off, and everyone's going to be, I'm going to wait for it to fall a little bit, and then I'm going to buy it. But I mean, if you've been waiting for that, even just the past month, if you've been waiting for that, you're saying, okay, it fell a little bit, but I want it to fall a little bit more, and then I'll buy it. But then it went from 127 all the way to 140. So then you're like, okay, I'm gonna wait for it to fall, buy some. Okay, it's falling a little bit, I want it to fall more. But then you waited, and now it's at 144, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna wait for it to fall. It's not falling. You waited, now it's at 156. I'm gonna wait for it one more time, and now it's at 159, 160. So you have to get in, as soon as you can. AMD is just on a tear right now. And yeah, I mean, there's no other way to say it. But I mean, another article that I liked actually was Advanced Micro Devices, a bull case theory. So this is a case where AMD actually does very well. They begin making more money, and the stock price goes up. So Advanced Micro Devices is a semiconductor company that designs high-performance processors and graphics cards for servers and PCs. You guys know that. And the company's stock has been in a deep drawdown. It definitely has, but now they're beginning to bounce back up. So I feel very good about that. And we can see they just launched their new chip, which is, amid the run up right now. And it claims to have 60% more memory than NVIDIA chips and can create 40% more generated tokens for every dollar spent. So the fact that they're claiming that their chips are better than NVIDIA's in any way is very important. So look at this company's market cap, 275 billion, and this is a big company. This is a big company for sure. But NVIDIA, I mean, you guys know about NVIDIA, but look at NVIDIA. Their market cap is a little bit higher. It's almost, it's more than 10 times that. So if AMD can compete with NVIDIA and get to this level, you're 10x in your money. That's not that bad. I wouldn't mind 10x in my money. So I don't hate that. But also AMD's rebound catalysts are promising with potential for significant upside. The company's AI chips are gaining traction, and its new product launches could lead to increased market share. I totally agree, and I think as time goes on, a lot of NVIDIA users, companies that use NVIDIA are gonna switch to AMD. And even if they haven't yet, a lot of companies do actually use AMD chips. They use a combination of the two, but AMD has cheaper chips, and they perform, I've heard, almost as good as NVIDIA. So NVIDIA does have a little bit better chips. No one is really on NVIDIA's level. And you can see that they're a $4 trillion company. But AMD is so close that they shouldn't be a $300 billion. They're not a $300 billion company. They're less. But they shouldn't be that cheap, is what I'm saying. The discrepancy between AMD and NVIDIA's chips is not a difference of 4 trillion and 275 billion. So that's for sure. I mean, that's why, it's obvious that this company is severely undervalued, and that's why it's bouncing back so heavily right now off of, good news, but not crazy news, but it's bouncing back very nicely because that news even happened. And so we can see that AMD structural strengths continue to anchor growth. That's true. Rebound Capital, that's the source, shares a similar view but emphasizes AMD's product launches and $6 billion buyback as key upside drivers. Yeah. So there is a lot of, they talk about a lot of AMD's, kind of just what they have going on right now, honestly. But also they are competing with NVIDIA. That's their number one competitor. They're kind of NVIDIA's little brother right now. But come on, they're so close, and I think that they are, as time goes on, gonna be on the same level as NVIDIA. And that's why I do think that making an option play on this isn't horrible. I don't hate it. So if we do check out, I actually have one right now that I really like this option. So this is a long call. This is a long, you're long on NVIDIA. And this is a $6,350 call expiring December 17th, January 2027. So this call is pretty much, it's 2.5 years away. So this is a long time. A lot can happen in 2.5 years. NVIDIA can run even more than 70%. I think it will. But look at this. NVIDIA only has to go up 30% in the next 2.5 years, and you make, a pretty good amount. Even at the end of your contract, you'd still make 1.5K. But then we can see here that if NVIDIA goes up 85%, which I think it might, you're tripling your money. And then you're doubling your money if it goes up around 60%. So there's a lot of, upside to this contract. And let's say you don't have $6,000, that's fine. What if we make, a poor man's covered call? So if we sell a call and we sell that for maybe, 180, we say that it's not going to pass 180. And if it does, then we're happy. But we say that we think NVIDIA is going to be, at $180 or more. So we're buying this poor man's covered call. So all NVIDIA has to do, to make money, all NVIDIA can be down a little bit. But if NVIDIA is, if NVIDIA just stays here or goes up in the next 2.5 years, you'd make money. So this is a no-brainer to me. I think that we could kind of risk the covered call a little bit more. You do just have to put more capital down. But I think selling a $230 call is a little bit of a better option because NVIDIA would have to go up 50% to break that, and you'd make your money. But yeah, you'd double your money if it did go up like that. So yeah, or triple it. My apologies, but you triple your money if NVIDIA went up that much. And yeah, this is a pretty easy way to kind of pay less for an option that is really expensive, but also still get that upside and a little bit of downwards protection. So yeah, I definitely do recommend poor man's covered calls. I actually have a video about them on my channel. It's my favorite options trading strategy video. But yeah, I mean, this is a stock that I really do just believe in heavily. I think that, their finances are great. That's why I'm not even going over them in this video. I've gone over them so many times. Their investor slideshow and their finances, that, I mean, it doesn't, you guys know what's going on with their growth story and their data center and, the way that the company's operating. But it really is just such a cheap company for what they are. And I mean, they're beating earnings every quarter. It will be interesting to see these earnings, because they're projected very low, these earnings. So if they blow these out of the water and, projections are higher after this, I feel very good. That's to say the least. I feel very good about them right now. But, even long term, I feel good about NVIDIA, or about AMD, not NVIDIA. But yeah, I mean, I put my money where my mouth is. I have $10,000 in this company. My portfolio is, about double that. It's 2,300. So yeah, I mean, I'm not lying to you guys. I do really believe in this company, and I've done a lot of research backing that. And a lot of people here on YouTube believe in this company. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers make videos about this too. But I just wanted to give you guys my opinion and why I think it's going to go up a lot. As time goes on, I think there are going to be competitors to NVIDIA, and this is the top contender. They're set up best. They sell cheaper chips. They're almost as powerful. They're going to be as powerful. So yeah, I really do believe in AMD. And I mean, even just look at the CEO. That's who makes or breaks the company at the end of the day. The CEO is where it all starts and where it all ends. So let's see who the CEO is. It's Lisa Su. Lisa Su took this company. This company, look at this. This company was less than $2, July 31st, 2015. This company was $1.93 per share. Okay. And then that was 2015. 10 years later, it's $159.84 a share. And the 52-week high is $179.75 a share. So we're getting pretty close. But Lisa Su took this company from lower than $2 all the way to 160. Do you know what kind of multiplier that is? That's 80 times your money. So if you put $1 in this, you'd have $80. So $10 would be 800, $100 would be 8,000, $1,000. You get the gist. So I mean, it is, it's pretty crazy what can happen if you find a really good company at a price like that. It is a risk you're taking, and I actually talked about it in another video. There's BBAI. So BBAI, if it'll pop up, is actually a smaller AI company, and they are ones that are kind of, they have that risk associated with them. No one really knows where they're going at, but they do have the potential there too. It's actually not letting me look it up right now, but I promise that BBAI is a company that you guys should check out, and it is a very cheap AI company that has contracts with Palantir. And I'd compare it to one of the best stocks to invest in right now. Don't put all your money into it, but I think a good amount is safe. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it for the video. I do think you should buy AMD, get into a long call on AMD, I'd say. I think that there's no risk in that. And there is risk, but very little. I think the risk or the reward outpays the risk. But I mean, yeah, if you can't afford that, look at poor man's covered calls. Those are a pretty good tool to have in your back pocket. But if you did enjoy this video, be sure to like it, smash the like button down below, and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. I'd really appreciate it. We're at 188 subscribers, almost at 200. I appreciate you guys for subscribing. And yeah, comment down below what kind of videos you guys want to see as well. I'd be very curious to hear. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.